Frank, how are you?
My hard hat on.
When you're undercover, you got to be able to see it from all sides.
Hair,
this is Frank Willard, our excavator. You probably have seen his crew up at Village Hill as well.
Yeah.
The primary site.
Right. Good.
How are you?
Hi.
Our faithful carpenter here, getting ready to make the big disconnect.
All right, it's all happening.
So if we right on from here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Demolition, they're just doing interior renovation.
Yeah, new sills, it looks like. Hopefully, right?
Hopefully. Using a child's shovel to push back the ocean or something. Oh wow, it goes.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, huh? Do we need to go up there?
Kind of like impeded.
We'll get hurt too, right?
Happen.
Oh yeah. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I guess so. Sure.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll make the the cutting room floor. I hope so.
I don't think so.
So you guys just talk, just like
All right,
I'm
I'm
talking.
gonna just
Right,
look. Yeah.
you stand here. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay. All right. If you could just tell us what's going on here. What are you doing today?
Well, we're in the process of demoing this section of the building here, in order for us to rebuild it into a two-story attachment. So hopefully within the next couple hours we'll have it down and in a dumpster and off to the recycling center.
Okay. What do you recycle?
Any aluminum, the wood gets separated out, what can go into which landfill. There's a lot of regulations about that. Asphalt gets separated out, and basically anything that was savable already went to the restore or to various recycling centers.
Okay. And what's your job here? Tell us
I'm
what
the
you
project foreman. I work for Jonathan Wright, and we have a deadline in the middle of summer to get this job turned over, and we're well on our way to there.
Okay. Anything else you can tell us about what this machine's going to do?
Well, basically this machine's just going to grab and rip and tear and stuff. And we have some carpenters here that are going to help with carefully, as you can see, disconnecting from the joining building so that it can be salvaged, and then they'll proceed on rebuilding.
Okay. And what's going in here?
It's going to be commercial office space.
Okay.
Didn't have any other like.
Anything else you want to ask?
How long does this type of thing take to pull it off? I mean, I'm sure it depends, but
It'll take a good half a day probably to pull it off of here, and then the rest of the day to clean up and get all the debris cleaned up off the yard. And then we'll have to set up various safety systems, safety caution tape and fencing and whatnot, just to keep the public out and just maintain safe job site.
How about the fact that you're going to rebuild it with all new materials?
Yeah, the rebuilding, basically the floor system stays, the foundation remains, but we will use all brand new building material to build both floors, yes.
Trying to match the general appearance of the rest
right,
of the building?
The exterior will somewhat match the exterior. This is all going to stay and get repainted, and those decorative columns or brackets are going to get recreated for this part of the building. The interior of the building is going to get totally gutted out and rebuilt as well as part of this project. Just like everything else, you see an ad in the paper and you go in an interview. But I've been in construction management pretty much my whole professional career after college, and Jonathan has a lot of great projects going on. So it's a good company to be involved with these kind of projects. High profile, high stress, high energy, but a lot of great guys and a real good core of subcontractors that we work with. It's an exciting project for everybody.
Which studying how is just out of curiosity?
An archaeologist. So I'm actually doing that at the same time I'm building this place. Looking at the foundation, looking at the soil for any historical remains, which there isn't many here. I've already gone through it. But yeah. Sure. Well, it's kind of, this is the way the construction is, it fits and starts. We have to make sure that we're carefully disconnected. They only could do so much yesterday for safety reasons, and now today we're making the final cuts, as you can see, so that this building is basically separated from the main building. That way we're not, creating any additional damage.
So that wall will remain, that wall of the two-story?
Yes, most of that wall will remain. Some of it will get stripped and infilled. That door gets infilled and it will become just siding.
Okay.
So they'll just carefully remove what has to get removed and reconstruct, and then it'll all go back together, and the goal is it'll look like it's always been there.
Yeah.
It won't necessarily look like new construction. It'll have the same architectural details.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Why even such very slight possibility that something gets seen, that shouldn't be seen? I know what you mean. That's why most people, as soon as you push the record button.
Almost daily, different contractors that almost do everything they can, but they can't even last.
Yeah. My brother works, he's an environmental engineer. He works on landfills and gassing, testing and all that stuff. So, yeah, you can't even walk onto the place.
Right.
It almost feels like somebody studied dinosaurs to create these machines,
So it is a animal, right? Big job.
I don't want them up on the roof.
Oh.
I'll wait till you're done cutting away before I mess with that porch. If you're up on the roof, I just don't want to shake the roof. Yeah, I'll wait. I won't even start the porch until you're done. The porch is on there pretty good.
Yeah, so the whole thing is going to shake and shimmy.
Yeah, I don't want them up there while I'm doing it.
So there's an example of the,
Oh yeah.
you know, the fits and starts. You got to. trying to remember what I said.
I guess you might just clear it and then go in, and you gave me the reasons why he's crushing it, and also
Okay.
less impact on that.
All right, so you're going to ask the question again?
Yeah, is that
You already got
okay?
it.
So Chet, why doesn't he clear all this debris before he approaches the next step?
Well, this helps reduce the material down to small pieces so you can get more in the dumpster. It's more efficient that way. It's giving them a little extra reach, and it's also protecting the driveway from getting busted up while we're going through this exercise.
Okay.
We're going to replace the driveway, but it's good to try not to scarf it up and crack it too early in the project.
Okay. So essentially, you pay attention to every step.
Well, he does. You know, that's part of what they do. I mean, we all try to work together, but you know, he tries to be as efficient as possible and take care of everything at the same time. And I'm the archaeologist, so we just found an old wheelbarrow there, probably about 150-year-old wheelbarrow, hidden underneath the porch. So the things that you find in an old restoration project, even in downtown Northampton.
Thanks, Jeff.
Give that to Duff. Stiegel could use that on their next job. Oh, Foreman gets first and everything. I'm willing to negotiate. That thing's like Civil War. That? Oh, wooden wheel?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Say, probably close to 100 years old.
Around that thing. Around that.
Oh, come on.
Not excavators.
Hey, I'll arm wrestle you for it, Chet.
Yeah, oh, that'll work. Yeah. 1961, September 11th, or November 11th, rather. Used for can't predict
Okay.
that sort of thing. Like
Okay.
just the way this morning's unfolded. It's
Okay.
very difficult to predict.
Okay.
I would imagine he's going to try to get some of this material in there and get a little closer, and we'll start picking away at this part and move this way
Okay.
over. It's going to be very delicate because we got to try to keep that back porch and keep that rear wall supporting the porch.
Which rear wall? Not this one.
The wall opposite
That
this
one.
wall.
Wow.
We have
So
to
they
keep
wanna
that
keep
wall
that
up
porch.
because we want to keep that porch and those brackets and that detail.
Wow. 10:30.
some of that stuff. I didn't realize that was all going.